What is up, guys? Casey here, and today we are going to be working on our messaging app episode 4. We are going to be working on the sell portion, the messaging part, where you can actually send messages to your friend. So the first thing we need to do is create our MessageVC, which we have already done, but we need to add components and things like that. So now at the bottom, type in UI table view. And there'll be a table view controller and then the table view itself. Click and drag that up here. Okay. And now on our chat VC, you see how we have this view up here? You can just copy that and then paste it over here. And move it out to the top. We don't need this button. And we can change this button to back. Okay. And then just pin the view 0 from the top, 0 and 0. Okay, that is perfect right there. And the table view, we'll just leave it right there right now. At the bottom, we actually need to add a view. All right, so just click and drag a view down here at the bottom. Okay, make it a good height. Let's make it a height of 50 actually. Right there, that's perfect. Okay, and then we need to just pin that 0, 0, 0, and then give it a height of 50. And now we need a UI text field. Throw that in here. And let's pin that 5 from the top, 8, and then 5. And then just add that constraint there. Okay, so the width isn't going to matter right now. And then add a UI button. And this button is going to be named send. So that you hit that when you want to send the message. Okay, and we want to pin it 5 tab 8 tab 5, and we can give this a fixed width, add 4 constraints. Now go back to the text field and let's just constrain that. You can drag it out here, see what you like. I think I'm gonna do 8 from the side. Yeah, pin it 8, and then everything should be good there. Now on the view, let's change its background color to like the cool green color. Okay, so background. You can change it to whatever color you want. And then the send button's text, we need to change that to a white. And it's not looking too good, so let's make it a little bit thicker. If you tap on the little T, you can change it to semi-bold. That looks pretty good. Now on this table view, let's drag it out. Okay, and it's going to be 0, 0, and 0. Oh. So see right here, it's overlapping a little bit on the view. So you don't want that. Otherwise you can't pin it 0. So 0 on all the sides. And now we need a UI table view cell. Just click and drag that in there. And this will be our message cell. Okay. And inside of the messaging cell, we need to add a couple things. So we need to have 2 views. Oh, when you type view, just scroll all the way down to the bottom. So we need to add a view. Right. The view is going to be pinned 8, 8, and 8. Okay, so add that, and then we want to have a constraint to the trailing. Just connect that, and then we'll fix it here in just a second. Click add 4. Okay, if you click the little ruler and you scroll down to the trailing space to super view, click edit. On this one, we want a greater than or equal to, and we're just going to say 150. Okay, now everything is good there. What's it saying? Okay, We'll ignore that error. Now let's just add in a UI label inside. And we want this to be pinned 8 from all the sides. That is perfect. On this top, you can edit that to 0. And that will fix the error. Okay. For our label, we want to change the text. Okay, so the background, so the view, that's going to be a color like that you received the text message. So you can change it to like a silver color. And then the label, we can make that a lighter color, so a white. I think that looks good. Yeah, it's alright. Maybe we can make it a little bit of a more bold. Medium. Medium's fine. And you want to delete this text, okay? But then also what we want to do is over here where it says auto shrink, click there and it says fixed font size. We want it to be minimum font size. You can change that to something legible. Tighten letter spacing as well. Perfect. And then also, where it says lines, change that to 0. Okay. Now just copy this view and paste it. Okay. Now this view, drag it all the way over to this side. Now on this view, we want to pin it the same constraints almost. Okay. So 0 from the top, tab, just oh man, we can't undo it, can we? 0 from the top, just add that constraint, 8 from the side, and then 8 from the bottom. And now this constraint that we did for the leading space, we want that to be greater than or equal to 150. Okay. And then our label inside, our label should have 8888, which is perfect. Let's change the font. Well, no, the background. Let's change that to a different color because this is going to be sent messages. So I'm just going to change it to the green, blue, turquoise color. Okay, so that's looking good. And that's pretty much all we need to do on the view controller currently. Let's head over to our MessageVC, or yeah, MessageVC. And we don't really have too much going on here. So let's import our classes that we need. So we need Firebase. We need Firebase database. And then we need Swift keychain wrapper. Okay, perfect. Now we need to have our UI table view class. So UI table view delegate and UI table view data source. Perfect. And we also want UI text view or text field delegate. Okay. So we need to create our IB outlets. So at IB outlet week var, we're gonna have a send button, and that's gonna be a type UI button. Then we need our message field. Of type UI text field. At IB outlet week var table view. And that's gonna be a type UI table view. Awesome. Now let's create some of our variables that we need. Underneath message ID, let's say var messages. And that's gonna be of type messages, which we haven't, or message, we haven't created yet. Whoops. So we'll do that here in just a second. And then var message will be of type message. Okay, and then var current user will equal keychain Swift wrapper dot standard dot string for key UID. Oh. Awesome. Now in viewDid load, let's say table view dot delegate equals self. Okay, and then table view dot data source equals self. And then we're going to say table view dot row height equals UI table view automatic dimension. Okay, and table view dot estimated row height is going to equal 300. This can be any number you want. And we're going to say if message ID is not equal to nothing and message ID is not equal to nil, then we can call a function. It's going to be called load data. Okay, we haven't created that yet, so it's probably going to give us an error here in just a second. There we go. So let's delete all this right there. You don't need that stuff. Let's just start with the table view stuff. So number of sections. Okay, and that's going to be return 1. All right, and then number of rows in section, and right now we're just going to return 1. Or we return messages dot count. Okay, and then we need cell for row at index path, and in here we're going to say let message equal messages, and that's going to be an array index path dot row. Perfect. Let's move this up. Okay, index path dot row, and then if let cell equals table view dot dq reusable cell with identifier, and the identifier will be message as messages cell, which we haven't created yet either, or have we? No, we haven't created that yet. But let's just say cell dot configure cell, and then we'll throw in message, okay, and then return cell, else return message cell, or messages cell, sorry, which we haven't created. So I'm pretty sure that's all we need for the table view. Save that. Now for our view, on the folder, right click new file and Cookie Touch class. It's going to be UI table view cell, and we are going to name this messages cell. Okay, next. Create. Perfect. And then for our model, new file. This can be a Cookie Touch, but just do Swift class. And and we're going to name our model message. Okay. Awesome. In here, let's just say class message. Okay. And we're going to need to import Firebase. We need to import Firebase database. And we need to import Swift keychain wrapper. Awesome. We're doing data encapsulation, so private var message of type string. Then we got private var sender of type string, and we got private var message key of type string, and then private var message ref, and that's going to be of type FIR database reference. Right there. And now we just want var current user. That's going to be equal to keychain wrapper dot standard dot string for key UID, and then var message. We're creating getters for these variables. We're just going to return message var sender or sender of type string, return sender, and then message key will be our last one. Type string, don't forget var right here, and then return message key. Perfect. And then now we need to create an initializer. So init, we're gonna have message. That's gonna be a string, and then sender, which is gonna be a string as well. And then down here, all we have to say is message equals message, and sender equals sender. Okay, now we need to create another initializer. This is going to have message key. That's going to be of type string, and then post data, and that's going to be dictionary of string any objects. Okay, and here we want to say message key equals message key, and we're going to say if let message equals post data message as a string. Then we're just going to say message equals message. Perfect. And then we want to say if let sender equals post data sender as string. And then we're gonna have sender. It's gonna equal sender. And then lastly, we just have to have our message ref equal FIR database. Dot database dot reference dot child for pass string. This is gonna be messages. Dot child message key. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you have any comments or concerns, leave a comment below so I can respond to that, or just let me know. I apologize for there being no camera. The phone didn't record it, so I wasn't going to remake the video because I wanted to record the next one. But I'll see you guys on Saturday on the live stream. See you guys.